Now, when it comes to Pusha T, if you are ready to see how Push just started what is going to be maybe the biggest rap beef since Kendrick Lamar and Drake, be sure to leave a like and subscribe, it helps me out a ton. And now with that,
Oh my God. Y'all gotta understand, this has been going on for how many years? Not even including the Kendrick and Drake beef that we've been going for 10 years. This is still Drake versus Push. Like, this is so many different elements, so many different characters, man. This is literally like a civil war. So many different heads in this. You talk about Kanye. You talk about Pharrell. Then we got the Rick Rosses, the ASAP Rocky, Travis Scott. Man, dog, this is going to get complicated. And you're going to start seeing an even bigger shift in hip hop. There's going to be one side, Kendrick's side, the Push, Tyler the Creator, Doechii. Then you got the other side, the Young Thug, Drake, Future, Travis. This little baby side that says rap is weird, rap is getting tainted. It's gonna get even worse, man.
now with Push and Clips and their new song that dropped titled So Be It. Well, truly, with the mission that Push is on in this era where he is teamed back up with Pharrell and Malice once again for the new Clips album, well, while already so clearly from how Clips was coming with this thing and at that alongside Kendrick Lamar and everything he is standing for, it was already evident that from Drake to Kanye to Lil Wayne, they were coming for all of the frauds in the rap game who have overstayed their welcome. Well, now with this new Clips track So Be It, they just revealed that the beef that they have with the biggest names in rap and what they want to prove is even bigger than we could have ever imagined, because on this song, Pusha T just called out and dissed none other than Travis Scott, and when we go into what the lines say and also see Push's motivation for doing this because he already told us straight out, well, what we can see is that Travis is not just getting called out by a single rapper here because of a small problem, but Push is really doing this on behalf of so much of the rap game who is just fed up with the way the guy has been moving. And now before we go any further,
And we have to talk about this because this is a long time coming. Pusha is bringing up a lot of dirt. A lot of people have been talking behind the scenes about Travis. He's been in a lot of issues behind the scenes. A lot of them that haven't been said yet, like Pusha mentioned. But a lot of them have been already mentioned. Talk about the Astro World situation. He's already had a documentary come out a little bit ago. This has people on TikTok bringing these things up. About 12 people died. Then you got the situation with the cameraman with him on stage. Like, and this has been known for a minute. Travis is an asshole, but no one cares because the music has been good. He's been making a lot of money. Now, after this beef, Travis has been in this middleman role, and it only makes him look bad on both sides because he's on stage at Rolling Loud saying, play that again, when Metro first premiered like that, with his dissing Drake. But then he's going behind the scenes having songs with Drake dissing Pharrell. It's like you're playing both sides and you're right in the middle. Like you're dead in the middle and still saying, I'm a pacifist. No, that's not how it works.
further into all of this and how bad this is really going to end up being for Travis, if you have not already, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. It helps me out a ton. And now with that said, when it comes to this new Clips track, So Be It, and this Pusha T and Travis Scott beef that is on the horizon is starting. Well, within this new Clips track, which features top-tier rapping from Push and Malice with a beat that is honestly more catchy than what Pharrell did on the first track they released, Ace Trumpets, Clips is truly in classic form here, and for Push himself, he is once again showing how he is right behind Kendrick Lamar in everything that he is doing, and truly in an era in rap where so many MCs, new and old, have not figured out how to move and evolve.
I was just about to say that. Push is so underrated. Push has never been one of those hit makers, top 10 Billboard on the charts, but he's still one of the most consistent in the game when it comes to music, when it comes to being hip hop, a purist. Like, dog, he has one of the best careers out of any hip hop artist that has ever existed. He's still low key. He's still Push the entire way. That's the reason why Kendrick vibes so well with Push. They both have the same energy. They're both extremely authentic and genuine, and they take themselves wherever they go. Kendrick is the exact same, whether he's in Compton, whether he's on the Super Bowl. Push the exact same, whether he's doing his thing in the streets or if he's corporate, he still has the same braids. They're both cut from the same cloth. That's the reason why Pharrell vibes with both of them so much. It's like, man, it's not about Pharrell or Kendrick or Push having anything in particular in common. It's just based off pure authenticity. That's it.
Is just understanding how to become the best MC he can possibly be right now, and how after having to hold back his words for so long like the rest of the rap game in the Drake era, well, now Push can finally call out who he wants and just settle things to make sure rap never falls back into the trash state that a lot of people felt that it was in during Drake's run, and now seemingly with this. Well, aside from Drake during the worst era in hip-hop, it seems like Push has found the next guy who he thinks was the worst contributor and person to this awful time aside from the OVO loser, and of course that happens to be none other than Travis Scott. And now specifically, what Push said to start this entire beef off are the lines, "You cried in front of me, you in front of me, Calabasas took your pride in front of me, heard Utopia had moved right up the street and her lip gloss was poppin', she ain't need you to eat." And now with these disses, man, they are cold, and Travis has never been faced with something like this in his entire career. Because here, Push is really trying to break down Travis as a man.
And the worst part about this is Travis cannot respond. He can respond, but what would that sound like? Come on now, you saw Drake can do it. Travis, what? No, the auto-tune won't save you. No, we talking about a real life bully. We talking about, this is the OG boogeyman. He's the one that set it off for Kendrick. He's the Chris Paul that gave Blake Griffin the layup, the alley-oop. Like, come on now.
And in every way he possibly can by saying that he has no morals or loyalty or anything respectable like that. And then he even throws in some digs which are clearly referencing how he fumbled Kylie Jenner, which makes all of this even worse. And I am sure Push knew exactly what he was trying to do here and how he was trying to get under his skin and aggravate him. And now, while in most times in this era, an MC will just say something like this and make us figure out the rest of why this is really all going down, for Push, he already had a GQ interview ready to release with this song where he made sure to let everyone know why he was dissing Travis Scott in the first place. And within this, what Pusha T says is that Travis Scott is not a respectable person, and he uses a word that's a lot less flattering than what I am saying here. And now the reason why this is and what this is all centering around all comes back to Travis Scott and his bond with none other person than, you probably guessed it, Drake. And then the song on Utopia where Drake was featured in none other than Meltdown. And now as Push was with Pharrell and Travis when Trav was playing Utopia for him, what we go on to find here is that Travis played Utopia for them but left out Drake's Meltdown verse, where of course he dissed Pharrell and also Pusha T pretty much in the process. And now what Push had to say about this is specifically, the true context of that is we were in Paris literally working and he was calling to play P his new album. He came to Pharrell's studio at Louis Vuitton HQ where Clips recorded most of Let God Sort Him Out. He interrupted a session, Pusha recalled. He sees me and Malice there. He's like, "Oh man, everybody's here." He's smiling, laughing, jumping around, doing his monkey dance. Which, just even reading this, you can see how much Push despises Travis Scott and just has no respect for him, period. And then he goes on to say we weren't into the music, but he wanted to play it, wanted to film us and Pharrell listening to it. And then a week later, you hear Meltdown, which he didn't play, and he played the song, but not Drake's verse. And now following this up, Push goes on to say that he sees Travis as someone who aligns with whoever's hot, regardless of past affiliations or loyalty, and he went further into this and why he just despises the guy, saying that he doesn't hold Travis to any standard because as he sees it, Travis has a pattern of remaining conveniently neutral when it suits him. He's done this a lot. He has no picks. He'll do this with anybody. He did it with Sicko Mode, on which Drake seems to diss Kanye despite Travis's close ties to him. And then it says that Push then referenced last spring when Travis joined Future and Metro on stage and excitedly asked them to tease like that the song whose incendiary Kendrick Lamar verse ignited Kendrick's beef with Drake. He was on the Rolling Loud stage like, play that, play that. He don't have no picks, no loyalty to nobody. He'll jump around whatever he feels is hot or cling on to whatever he feels is hot, but you can play those games with those people. We're not in your mix, keep your mix over there. And now,
dog. And once again, this is exactly why Kendrick and Push get along so well. They are extremely direct. Even within their rhymes, they have double, triple entendres. But you still understand exactly what they mean. When Kendrick said F the big three, it's just big me. He said F all the sneak dissing with Push. He still had the lyrical prowess, but he still made it clear, I'm dissing Travis Scott. You know exactly who he's talking to. And this is bad for Travis because I understand he's getting the instant gratification from being famous, having a bunch of money, living the lifestyle of a rap star. But at the same time, he has no foundation. He's going to have the same exact demise as Drake, except it's going to be a lot shorter. Because Travis, he doesn't have the exact same background and backing of Drake. And Drake, him and his fans, they're not rocking with Travis right now. They see him as being phony as well. So Pusha and Kendrick, and this side, we see him as also being phony. So I honestly have no idea who he can stand with. Because understand the culture does not stand with Travis Scott at all, especially, like I said, the Astroworld situation. And you remember what he said about Mike Brown and the Black Lives Matter? Yeah, he has a lot of weird situations going on, and all of them are being brought up.
Now, as Push finishes this off calling Travis a word that begins with a W, which again I can't say here, I think this all puts into perspective how he truly feels about him and truly with this. Well, no matter how you feel about Pusha T, Travis Scott, and any of these other people in the rap game, there is no other way to say it. Pusha T is 100% right about what he is saying for Travis here, and I think for how Travis's own lack of accountability and ownership in the rap game has ended up affecting both Push and Pharrell, who have made this entire album. And again, literally beyond this, Pharrell did contribute to Utopia, which was the same record he got dissed on, and again, there is no other way to put it, that is lame on Travis's end, however you want to call it. And now as Push has seen this pattern time and time again as he calls out here, really, this has been a long time coming, because as Push even says with Ye, of course, on Sicko Mode, Drake ended up dissing him there. And then, of course, he also references like that. We see that this tendency that Travis Scott has, aside from how much you may like his music, is one of the reasons why the rap game has gone as soft as it has, and why so many rappers just wallow within mediocrity as a whole, because it just goes back to this whole bigger idea of never taking any accountability for your work or moves, and just causes rap to feel less authentic and purposeful as a whole. And so with this, I have to say that for Pusha T finally just being the one to call this out as we have all seen it, well, he's truly revealing a lot and showing how Travis Scott is not as liked as he wanted everybody to believe by his peers, and at that, especially the ones who are all just about having words and standing on them, because I guess in that way, when you really break down how little Travis stands for, he must almost respect Drake a little more, as wild as that sounds, just in the sense of you know where Drake actually stands on some level, I guess.
And once again, this is going to be a huge culture shift. We won't see the Young Thug featuring Travis Scott, featuring Future, featuring Drake. You don't see Thug and Gunna and all these people. That's over with. GG. But we got to see, because this will be exactly how like Kendrick did with Drake. Kendrick, he just held up a mirror to what Drake is already doing. And we saw this entire last year, he's proven to be everything Kendrick claimed to be. Same thing with Push. We got to sit back and watch how Travis responds. So let's see. See y'all in the next video, man.